Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Recap. What's going on, man? Colorado Buffaloes just put the beat down on UCF, 48-21 to move up to the Big 12 as the second best team in the Big 12 with a 4-1 record. BYU right now, BYU is leading that conference 2-0. Both Colorado Buffaloes and BYU are 2-0 in the conference, right? But in terms of record, BYU is 5-0 overall. Colorado is 4-1. So they just beat UCF to send UCF all the way to the bottom. You know, but that big you gotta look at. We talking about Shredder Sanders doing his thing. You gotta look at the defense that Colorado played together. You gotta look at Travis Hunter. The position he's playing. This kid's not getting any rest. Playing offense and defense. He had a big turnover last week. To win the game. He caused that fumble in the end zone, and then today to be able to come back and jump the route and then to catch an interception. That's amazing. That kid is amazing. He's putting his stamp on the Heisman, saying this is mine. Travis Hunter is telling the Heisman committee, this is mine to lose, and I don't see it will be an uproar to if Travis Hunter is not the Heisman winner. If he doesn't go home with the Heisman Trophy win, as a true winner of the Heisman, there's gonna be problems. I don't know, but today, watching that game, now you gotta give credit to UCF. UCF came out, to play. You gotta give credit to them. They're 3-1. The quarterback is is pretty good. Jefferson is pretty good. He was running all over. Jefferson finished with 21 for 36 with 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. That interception for Travis Hunter, it was just an acrobatic play that you can avoid that. So you gotta give credit to that. But also rushing for 19 carry for 81 yards and a touchdown. So he's done enough to put UCF where UCF is. Jefferson's KJ Jefferson's the reason he'll be an NFL quarterback. He's playing better than NFL quarterback, even though they lost, right? Even though they lost the game today, he still put a great performance out there to show every NFL scout that he's ready to be an NFL. He's NFL ready. But of course, the focal point, of course, is on Shredder Sanders doing his thing. I'm showing NFL scout what he can do. They already know what he could do. But the way it's looking right now, Jefferson came in and did what he needed to do. But now you look at Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter and Shredder Sanders. Well, the whole team, the Colorado Buffaloes, they what they did today is sending a message to the Big 12, to the message to the Pac-10, all the conferences that they had. You know what I mean? They are ready to rule the Big 12 conference to be the number one. I think that beating once they beat BYU, that will propel them to the top of the division to be the true heir. And that's a lot coming from. Now I know when they lost, when Nebraska beat them, Matt Rule had to tell Coach Prime, hey, you're doing too much. You're not a salesman. You got the job. You already got the job. Go and deliver. Stop talking. Shut up. Stop talking. Go and deliver. And he took that to heart, right? Deion Sanders took that to heart when Matt Rule told him, hey, you do a lot of talking, do a lot of stuff. Louis bag, this and that. Stop talking about that. Go and play football, right? Coach your team up to play football, and ever since then they've been on an undefeated streak to put themselves a 4-1 record, and they're ready for a bowl game. They sending a message to all the conferences to tell them that they had. So you look at yes, I want to see the running game get better because this is because it's not as week after week we talk about that, right? You look at Shardell Sanders finished the game with 28 for 35, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And I don't blame him for that interception. He could have had more touchdown. Wester could have he could have did more, right? He could have did more to go out there and catch the ball, but Wester didn't do that. He dropped that perfect throw by Shardell Sanders to if he catch the ball got in his hand. And, if he catch that ball, he's out, right? So we would have had more, but like I said, to be 28 out of 35, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, right? And so that was a great day for him. Of course, for Shardell Sanders, he's gonna have he's going to have monstrous games every week, right? The running game got to get better. I think that with more team, because of him having Shardell Sanders is taken away from the running game. He's helping the running game because the running game is non-existent, and that's something that Deion Sanders got to step up, to do that. August Ive had 4 carries for 39 yards, right? Hayden 11 carries for 33 yards. That's trash. Yeah, he had that touchdown, but that was it's a gimmick. Welsh 5 for 26 with a touchdown, and of course that's a gimmick. So these guys got to step up. To do it. Receiving yard, Shepard step up today, 4 for 99 yards, almost 100 yards. He could have had more than that. We just got to catch the ball. These guys got to catch the ball, but he got a touchdown, right? Travis Hunter, 9 targets for 89 yards with a touchdown. The quiet guy today, Jimmy Holmes Jr., was very quiet. He have a pedestrian day today. It was 5 for 41. He had to step up. To do that, and then also Wester is 3 for 34 with a touchdown. Wester could have had more. He could have had 2 or 3 touchdowns today. Had he caught that, if he catch that big bomb, Shardell Sanders throughout, he would have been out. He would have been gone. Smalls, had 1 for 11. Welsh had 2 for 13. But for Travis Hunter to go out there playing defense, catching a touchdown on defense, going on catching a touchdown on offense, going on defense, catching an interception, tackles. He had a monstrous day today. So he did everything he needed to do to step up. Now I want to see more from the players, right? But when you look at it UCF total yards, right? From a score of 48-21, that was a blowout. 48-21, which was a blowout. But if you look at the total yards, UCF had more yardage than the Buffalo. UCF had 469 yards total. Buffalo had 418 yards. Out of the 418 yards, because the passing yards of Shardell Sanders was 290, you could have had more. And then passing yard for Jefferson, the UCF. 287. Jefferson, again, like I said to you, he's a proven quarterback. The kid will be a great quarterback going to the pro showing the NFL scout that he is ready. So that this was I'm not gonna say this was a breakout again for him. They were 3-0. They were undefeated prior to today, losing today. So he did great. Rushing yard, UCF 182 yards, and Buffalo's 128. Now time and time again you see. Every week, right? This is week 5 right now for the Buffalo. They're 4-1, but the running game is non-existent. Non-existent. It seems coming in, running all over them, day in, day out. We got to change that. Yard per play. They were 6.5 for the Buffaloes, 5.9 for UCF, and all of them. It's based on Shardell Sanders. First down. They're pretty much even. 25 for Buffaloes, 26 for UCF. Third down efficiencies. They were 5 for 11 for Buffaloes, 7 for 18 for UCF. fourth down efficiency. Colorado went for it one time. They were off 1-1, and UCF went. They were 3-5. Total plays, right? Total plays. UCF dominate both total plays and total yardage. There were 79 total plays for 64, and both teams punted 3 times. Penalties. There were 10 for 75, and then 10 penalties for 75 for Buffalo, 7 for 80 yards. So they were even on. So the thing that hurt the UCF. Yeah, like I said, they dominate the time of plays, time of possession, right? Time of possession, they dominate on that. Total plays, they dominate. First down, they dominate. Total yardage, they dominate. You know what I mean? Rushing yard, they dominate. So it's like the only thing that hurt them, they had 2 fumbles. Those 2 fumbles hurt them, and those 2 interceptions hurt them, right? It was a 2-to-1 ratio. So that hurt them a lot, because they had not only they had the interception, 2 interception, and 2 interception and then 2 fumbles. So anytime you have 2 fumbles in the game, you're not going to win games like that. You're not going to be successful like that. Anytime you go out there with to have anytime you have that. So there's not going to be that. Now you look at it in the first quarter. Colorado scored 14 points. UCF had 7. The second quarter, Colorado scored 13 points. UCF had 7. Third quarter, Colorado scored 14 points. UCF had 7. Fourth quarter, they scored a touchdown. UCF didn't. So they couldn't match up. Again, those 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions did not help them. That's four turnovers total. You done. Yes, they dominated the total play. They dominated the time of possession. They dominated the yardage, but they didn't step up to when it matters, when they had opportunities. Because if you look at it, the 2 fumbles, they were marching to score points, right? So, and then they missed a field goal. Field goal could have put them at 24 points, right? It would have been 48-24. If you score 2 touchdowns on the fumble because they were marching, and those 2 touchdowns would have, you know what I mean. So that's 14 points right there. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. And then the 2 interceptions. So they could have won this game. UCF could have won this game to continue to remain undefeated at 4-0, but because of the mistakes, they lost. So you know what I mean. They lost. So but looking at the message the Colorado sending to the Big 12. Not just the Big 12 or the conference, the ACC, AAC, you know what I mean? Big ones, all the conference, USA, FBF, Independent, MAC, MW, Pac-12, SEC, SBC. They send a message to the entire conference to let them know we're getting better. And I think that since that Nebraska game, Matt Rule telling Deion Sanders to be quiet, shut up and play football, coach your team up, right? Because Matt Rule liked Deion Sanders. He doesn't want to see him getting beaten. He wanted true competition. So he said, dude, shut up and play football, coach your team up. Deion Sanders took that to heart, and they've been, you know what I mean? They went on a 3-game winning streak ever since then. You know what I mean? Ever since then. So they're 4-1, and so of course watching that game, it's good. It's good. You know what I mean? So to see exactly what they're doing. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It took Nebraska to come in and spank them to change. After that, they beat Colorado State 28-9, right? Last week they beat Baylor. They beat Baylor 38-31, which was close. But today, they forced 4 turnovers, right? Forcing turnovers, to beat the team 48-21. So the remaining of the schedule, they have Kansas State next week. right? They have Kansas State to play. Then they have Arizona. Then you have Cincinnati. Then you have Texas Tech. You have Utah. You have Kansas State. Then you close out the season with Oklahoma State. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left. they're four. They're 4-1. Can they go 11-1? There's a possibility they could do that, right? There's a possibility you could do that. So now, like I said, you're playing Kansas State. You're playing Kansas State. Kansas State right now, they're 1-1 in the conference. They're also 4-1 record, right? Both are 4-1. Both teams are 4-1 playing next week. Kansas State, they're 3-0 at home. They're 1-1 away. Then, and let's say you beat you beat Kansas State, right? You beat Kansas State. Then you play in Arizona. Arizona right now, Arizona, they haven't won any game in the conference in the Big 12. They're 2-1 overall, 2-0 at home, one away. Right? Then after Arizona, then you play Cincinnati. Right? Let's say you beat Kansas State, right? You beat Kansas State, you beat Arizona, then you gotta face Cincinnati. Cincinnati right now, they're 1-0 in the conference. They're 3-1 overall record. So of course, the Buffalo have a better shot, better record. But Cincinnati, Arizona, Kansas State, those teams, like I said last week when I talked about the other episode, you can check it out. But those teams are similar to Nebraska. The rest of the 7 games they're facing, the defensive front always a nightmare for Colorado, for the Buffaloes, right? The offensive game, running the ball, the running backs are running all over. Those guys can run the ball. So that's going to be a problem for them. So it can't be Shurda Sanders doing this all the time. When you look at it next year, Shurda Sanders going to the NFL, Travis Hunter going to the NFL. Who's the next man up? Who's your quarterback? So that's going to be tough, right? So you look at, okay, in next week, if they're able to beat Kansas State, you beat Colorado, you beat Cincinnati, then you have Texas Tech, right? Texas Tech right now, Texas Tech, they're 1-0 in the conference, right? They're 3-1 record, 3-0 at home. So that now you're looking at opportunities, right? Then you play in Utah. Utah right now, Utah's third in the division. Utah's 4-0 right now. They're 1-0 in the conference, but they're 4-0 record. They're 2-2, 2 win home, 2 win away. So, right, so looking at the Big 12 conference, you're looking at the Big 12. So it's BYU right now is number 1 because BYU's 5-0, and Colorado, they're 4-1, and then you have Utah, who's 4-0. So you play Utah, then you got to play Kansas. You got to play Kansas, right? You play Kansas State already. Now you got to play Kansas. Kansas is the bottom of the division. That's the weakest in the conference. They're 0-2 in the conference. They're 1-4 record. You know what I mean? So they're not beating anybody, right? So now that's an easy thing for you to spank them. But then those games could be trap game too, because now you go in there, they're 1-4. Even though they're 1-4, that 1-4 record doesn't show who they really are, because they can play football. It's just that they didn't show up. You know what I mean? They didn't show up. The other team were better, and that's what it was. But they could play football. So the final game for the Buffaloes, they close out the season November 29th against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State right now, based on record, based on record, Oklahoma State right now, they're 3-2, right? So they're similar to Kansas, but you're looking at what can you do? right? You're looking at what can you do. So all they got to do right now is go out and ball out, right? You go out, you ball out. You look at Shiloh Sanders didn't play today, and they resting him up. So to keep him, as long as they keep winning, they don't need Shiloh Sanders right now. They could rest him up because they're ready for playoffs. You know what I mean? You have 7 games left. Man, you're a 4-1 record. All they got to do is keep winning to put themselves in a better shot, better position. To do that. Or they facing BYU. They're not facing BYU, so they don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? But still, they don't have to worry about it. But they can see each other down the line, and you know what I mean. So, but you know what Travis Hunter gonna give you. You know what Shredder Center's gonna give you. Like I said, Shiloh's out. He's not playing right now. Jimmy Horn got to step it up as a receiver. He got to step it up. He's a hot, cold receiver, and that have to change. LaHonte Wester got to, you got to catch the ball. You have to, you got to catch the ball. The running games now, Charlie not doing it. Hayden not doing it, man. You know what I mean? But we gotta see people, Shepard, stepping it up today, big time. What I need to see, man, the defensive ends, they need to eat. Hayes, Green the second, all these guys, the linebackers, got to step it up, man. Man, all these guys need to step it up so for the Buffaloes to be successful, these guys got to step it up. They got to do what they got to do. But I'm glad to see the defensive linemen today. They were, yes, you give up a lot of yardage, right? You give up a lot of yardage today, and they did. You give up a lot of yardage today, but I think that things could get better, right? Things could get better for them if they come out and play better football, smash mouth football, which is something I'm starting to see from them coming out and playing like that. So that's gonna get better. But you got 7 games left. You 4-1 record. Can they go undefeated? Well, not they could finish the season 12 games, 11-1. But I'm just saying, can they do that and dominate? I believe that they can do it. They gotta stop the run. That's number one. You gotta stop the run, and you gotta protect Shredder Sanders, which is the biggest thing right now. Protection is very big. You know what I mean? So if you're able to protect the kid, they could be all right. And that's been a big challenge for them. Protection. You know what I mean? Protection is a big thing. Can he be protected? The offense got to play better. And once they're able to do that, they'll be all right. I think that's all they need right now to be successful. You know what I mean? But you look at Shredder Sanders doing what he does best week in, week out. You can close your eyes. All right, he's gonna give you a 3-4 touchdown performance. He's gonna do that any given day, right? Travis Hunter, getting the ball. He want that production. He want the rock in his hand. He's gonna perform. Now the other receivers, Wester, all those guys got to step up. Jimmy Holmes has been sleeping. He's got to wake up and do his thing. He haven't done that. It's a one game and then he's gone the other 5. So we got to see production from him and Wester, all those guys to be successful. Shepard, stepping up today, big time. So, but you got to see that constant production, and then you need the offensive line to hold. You know what I mean? Grab those guys, push forward, and I'm not seeing that with the offensive line. You got to push forward in order for you to create room for the running back, and also those running back, they have no vision. They don't have any vision. These guys are not going anywhere. These guys have no shot to the NFL. None. You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere. They have no vision. I don't know if it's the running back coach or it's them. But you know what I mean? I'm not seeing. You have a guy that used to play in Ohio State. Now he's playing here for the Buffaloes, and I'm not seeing their life for him at all. They're not able to see the whole the right way, or maybe it's the offensive line. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I appreciate it. The subscription is growing. Hey, man, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it a lot, man. Peace out.